So we are going to set up a crypto wallet which is required uh, for us to just deploy the smart contract and keep the currency, digital currency in it, uh, and you will see other things in other section about how we can use that wallet. As I said that do go these theories, so you will get better idea how you can, what is crypto wallet and how we can use it. So we are going to use MetaMask wallet. You can just download any of browser extension that you like. I already have that. There it is. I have already installed it and created an account in it, and there it is. It's a test network, so it's all fake amount. I will go through what is test network in the other section. So let's go to setting up the remix. Introduction remix. So what is remix? Remix is an open source web and desktop integrated development environment for Ethereum development. It's the easiest development tool to get started with building on Ethereum and has a huge collection of plugins and to extend its experience. So what does IDE stand for? Integrated Development Environment. So Remix is really a great tool to start uh, writing a smart contract. So it's a very basic tool, and you can easily compile the smart contract in it and deploy it on test networks. Let's open it. remix.ethereum.org. Okay, it will go through you the introduction about it. You can see that it's already compiler, and it's from where you can deploy your smart contract. And this is the contract folder where we will going to create contract. There are already few contracts in it. Then there is a script folder. There's a deployment script is here. When there is a test folder where we can, from which we can test our scripts. uh, so let's see. Okay, Remix helps you write Solidity code directly in the browser and has tools for testing, debugging, and deploying a smart contract in blockchain. You can visit remix.ethereum.org as I already opened here. Okay, so Remix allows you to write what? Solidity contract. Okay, now move on to navigate Remix. When you first open the Remix, you will get it with a screen like this. As I have already shown you, there is a Remix compiler, then a deploy screen. There is a compiler. Here you can select different compiler version. Then there is a deploy machine where you have get a different environment from where you want to deploy your smart contract. Then this are some fake accounts that given by provided by the Remix with 100 ether each, so you can use it in order to deploy the contract. You can also inject a provider, like we can also connect deploy it on other test network or main network from here. So it's a great tool to start with. Now, what is the Remix workflow? Inside by, if you look under the contract folder, Remix ships with three basic smart contracts to help people learn Solidity. Let's take a look at one underscore storage.sol. Let's see the first contract, one underscore storage underscore storage as well. This is a basic smart contract. We can see the editor code now. In the file explorer, we can also see options to create a new file directory, upload local file, and import file GitHub. To compile a contract, shift over to Solidity Compiler tab, and we will see something like this sidebar. Okay, so basically you can create a new workspace here. Okay, you can also download the workspace that you have to let's say you have created 10 files and you want to close that browser, but you want to keep this file, so you can download it, then upload it again from here. Then you can also clone the git repository here also, and you can delete the workspace also. You can create a new file, new folder, rename file, delete file, publish to guest, then copy. So there are many options in it. Okay, as we can compile our contract by going onto the screen and press that compile, or if we just save control S, it will also going to compile automatically. As you can see that when we compile it, we got another folder artifacts which have all the information of build and API files that we will see in next tutorials. Okay, then here we can choose the compiler version. Okay, the one important thing is that there are many versions available of Solidity Smart Contract. It's from, I think it's started from 0.5, let's see, sorry, 0.1, and now current version is 0.8.17. so you can select any version in which your Solidity Smart Contract is written. This one, this smart contract is written, this line shows that it will support from 0.70 to 0.90. If we're going to set compile version to 0.5.1 and then try to compile it again, here you can see that there it will going to show us the error that different compiler version is used. So how we can change the compiler version from here? Okay, now move on. Okay, now here it is. Now as we compile it, now we can deploy it. First create a contract, then compile it, then deploy it. So uh, let's solve the quiz. Which one of the following is not a panel in Remix? Version control history is not a panel in a Remix. File explorer is, and Solidity compiler is. Okay, then we move on to the deployment tab. This is the deployment tab, from where we can deploy our smart contract on test or real network. First thing to note that environment, Remix ships is JavaScript VM, which is simulator of Ethereum virtual machine in the browser. This allows for fast testing and debugging for our smart contract as long as your contract doesn't depend on other contracts deployed to real Ethereum network. Thankfully, our storage contract does not, so we can test it right here in the JavaScript VM. To deploy actual network, we want to change our environment to one of other option listed here. More on this later. Which of the following environment is not supported by Remix VM, Wingspeed Testnet, Solana Testnet? Okay, let's see. This is not provided by uh, Remix ID. Here it is. We can see that Remix ID provided, injected provider. It's not provided Solana testnet. Okay, so this is the environment. Remix VM is a virtual environment provided by the Remix. Then these are the accounts provided by the Remix with 100 Ether each that we can use to deploy our contract. Then along with the Remix, create set of fake accounts all loaded up to test. We have just seen these accounts, and now move on contract and drop down and click deploy to deploy the contract. Once the contract deploy, you will see it under the deploy contract section where you can and now call a function your smart contract. Okay, so here's the contract that we can see that if we have opened different contract and compiled different contracts, then you can see multiple contracts here. You can select any one contract at a time and deploy it. As we have only one contract right now compiled, so there is only one compiled contract coming in it. Now let's deploy it. Okay, so contracts it deployed successfully. Here it is. Here it is. You can see that uh, the functions that are used in the contract are also being visible here. So it's a great tool to just see that how your functions are working, how your smart contract is working. So let's see the retrieve is 0 right now. uh, it's written the number and it's 0 right now. So let's enter some number in here and this transact. Here we retrieve again, and here we see number again because we have stored some number in it by calling this store function here, by passing this some number in it as it required. So that's how we can uh, we can check that how our smart contract is working. Now move on. uh, Calling the retrieve function will return value 0 right now, as we have checked it, already checked it. Again we some login output and retrieve the output will be 5. Okay. And then of this function called transaction we made open up a digital wallet. This is because we are testing in the JavaScript VM. Actually, currently and is a simulator working with fake accounts. When deploying on a real network test or mainnet, transaction needs to be confirmed and signed through a digital wallet. So right now we are just using this fake account. That's why we will not see any prompt or anything like that we will going to see in next sections. uh, and let's see here one more thing. Here you can see that the ether of this account is 99.099 because we have deployed a contract from this account. So uh, whenever you deploy a contract, a certain amount will be directed from your account. So deploying a smart contract is not free. So that's why we are using test network rather than going to the main network, because it will going to cost you.